Senator Ed Markey, Democrat of Massachusetts, is leading a push to end qualified immunity for federal agents, and he joins me now. Senator, you saw the DHS resurface that address from Stephen Miller back in October, saying that they had immunity. And of course, there is some immunity that adheres to law enforcement, whether state or local or federal. That's according to Supreme Court precedent. What do you want to see happen legislatively to rein in the kinds of abuses we're seeing?
Well, first of all, Stephen Miller is wrong. There is not absolute immunity. If an ICE agent kills someone, they can be prosecuted for that. ICE agents should understand that. They're liable if they violate the constitutional rights of the citizens of the United States. They are not immune from the laws of our nation. But at the same time, there is another doctrine. It's called qualified immunity. And that's a special Supreme Court-created precedent which says that Renee Good's family, for example, cannot sue the ICE agent who murdered Renee Good. And that doctrine is something which must be repealed. Renee Good's family has a right to make that ICE officer accountable for what they did to their family. And that's why Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley and I have introduced legislation to repeal qualified immunity, which is what that's called, for state, local, and federal law enforcement officers, so that those officers are made accountable to those families.
And to be clear, this would just allow a civil process to play out. I mean, it would still have to be adjudicated, right? Just because you can sue someone doesn't mean you'll win. And in fact, you know, there's going to be whether a judge or a jury is going to investigate the facts, et cetera. But right now, there's been a growing body of law that makes it harder and harder to seek any civil remedy. When you see the videos and hear about what's happening in Minneapolis, and we've seen it in Chicago and LA and Memphis and other places, I mean, do you think that this is lawful and constitutional, fundamentally, what's happening, what you're seeing?
This is just rank lawlessness that has been unleashed by Donald Trump through Stephen Miller down to Kristi Noem, and then these ICE officers roaming the streets of our country. And they are doing so in a way that is intended to terrorize people. It is intended to make it easier for them to threaten, let's be honest about it, black and brown people in our country. It is part of a plan in addition to the 75 countries that Trump has now announced that he will not be giving new visas to. Most of them are countries with black and brown people. It's all part of a plan, not just to make America great again. No, it's to make America hate again. It's to make America white again. That's the message every day on the streets of our country. And what they are doing is excessive force. No, it's excessive malice that they are engaging in every single moment that those ICE agents are out on the streets of our country. And that is why they must be brought home, and Congress must make that agency and this president accountable.
Senator Murphy has said, as we approach a vote on funding the government, and this is a little complicated because there's some appropriations bills that have actually come through in what's called regular order. There might be another continuing resolution. But Senator Murphy, among others, has said we can't vote to fund DHS if this continues, and we can't write them a blank check. What's your view?
Yeah, we can't reappropriate funding for ICE. We just can't do that. First of all, the funding is coming from cuts in Medicare, Medicaid, the Affordable Care Act, the Department of Education, the Environmental Protection Agency. That's where they're getting the funding in order to increase funding for ICE. So no funding for ICE. We just have to absolutely draw the line and not only say no funding for ICE, but we should begin an impeachment proceeding of Kristi Noem, who is right now actually orchestrating on the streets of our country this almost vigilantism on the part of ICE agents terrorizing cities all across the country, with right now Minneapolis being the prime example.
Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, thank you very much.